Hi there, Gemini. It's Jen here from tarotspirit.net. I hope you're doing well. It's a nice rainy morning here in Vermont. Excited. I have a long sleeve shirt on and pants on. It was a warm summer for me. I like the cold, so hope everyone's okay if they're in Dorian's path, although what that path is, who knows? It's scary. Poor Bahamas, huh? It's like a tornado the size that spans like 100 miles, hundreds of miles. It's crazy. All right, let's get going. 10 of Swords. You are freaking done with something. Overdone. Sign on the dotted line. You're out. Peace out. See ya. Not ever going to do it again. To me, this is that card. It's like the straw that breaks the camel's back. Oh, sorry, I'm all over the place. My raw piece of moonstone, I'm so pleased with it. When this card shows up, a lot of people don't like this card. I've learned to embrace these cards because it's like, it's not usually some huge things. It's usually the straw that breaks the camel's back. And it just takes sort of one little thing, one way to look at something, one little incident, even if there have been worse ones, to whatever reason at that moment in time, you finally get it in your brain, because this is a mental energy, and you're like, I am done. This person is a jerk, or this situation is not getting better, or this job is never going to give me the raise they keep promising me. They're just going to keep giving me more money. I mean, yeah, right. Stop giving me all this money, job. I can't take it. They're just going to keep giving you more work or change your title, but it's never coming through. Yeah, so it's time to make a decision with your brain, a logical decision. But something snaps and you're just like, you finally see something. It's also that energy of like, once you know something, you can't unknow it. And moving forward, you know what I mean? You just have to factor that in, and it changes everything. Yep, big decision. And when you make this a judgment type decision, it is a wake up call. For some of you, you could be like, I'm not drinking anymore. I mean, it could be something like that. But it could also be like, I am not tolerating bad behavior from people I date. I am not. You could, yeah, my light dinged. It likes that. These lights rarely ding unless I'm doing readings. It's really interesting how that happens. But this is, you got a wake up call. It could be maybe you went to the doctors, or someone went to the doctors and was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes or prediabetes. And you're like, it's the wake up call you needed to stop. I mean, so this doesn't have to be like a person necessarily situation. It could be a bad habit, a behavior, negative thinking, anything like that. But it's something where you're like, whoa, okay, I've got to make some changes here. So whether it's getting someone out of your life, finding a new job, changing your child's daycare, whatever, not hanging out with certain people, you see it now and it's like, oh my God, okay. And you're never going back. Like, it's something you can't become in denial about again. Like, once you know it, you know it. Queen of Pentacles. Maybe you had some fun. This is weird because, what's this one? No, we don't have any pentacles out, but I just had this, like, maybe you racked up a bunch of credit card debt, or you haven't been very fiscally responsible, and you went to get a new car or something and your credit sucks. And you're like, whoa, okay, I've got to do a financial makeover here. Yeah, I see you guys kind of doing a makeover. Like, something is screaming for a makeover in your life. And if it's this has come up for other people. So I don't know if this is that Virgo energy of getting things sort of neatened up and decluttered. I've been in a decluttering for almost since like December. I have to tell you, I've sold so much stuff on eBay and Facebook Marketplace. I had all these big, like, kids' toys that I hadn't been able to get rid of. And finally, my 13-year-old is like, Mom, they're just big plastic toys that I have no emotional attachment to and I don't even remember playing with. Get rid of them. And they were nice enough that I didn't want to just give them away because I mean, I've made like almost $1,000. But I didn't need to make like top dollar either. I just wanted to get a little money, get them out of my garage, keep them out of the landfill, and it's a win-win. Someone gets a great deal, I get the decluttering, whatever. So, I mean, maybe wanting to do some. And I also have been trying to beautify. I don't know. I think Venus is going to come into the mix here. That seems like oh no, I'm doing Gemini. Um, I just done Taurus, and I think Venus rules Taurus, but I'm doing Gemini. Like putting up pictures. I'm gonna bring some plants in. I have a new office at work, and 2 people this week commented, "Did you just move in?" And I have, but like I wasn't planning on making it look like I was just like, it's time to grow up, kind of sort of level up your game a little bit, level up with your health. Um, yeah, I just see you sort of getting things in order, getting organized. Maybe this is really weird, but found out you're pregnant. And I was like, all right, I got to get my SHIT together here. This is the after tarot, and this is the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands usually shows this person by themselves, just sort of battle weary but still standing. And I like in the after tarot, it shows like because the Nine of Wands is usually like wait it out. Someone's coming. Someone it will help you. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, and so in this card, you do have this other person. They're actually here now, and you're not alone, and you're to persevere, and someone is coming to help you. I'm going to take some clarifiers on this. Sorry, I'm drinking my coffee. Hey, does anyone know any good? This is from Barron's Books and Baubles from the Fever series. I don't know if you guys, I love fantasy books. So if you guys have any books like that, I'm looking for some new books. I started rereading Kim Harrison's The Hollows series. It's probably my 4th time reading it, and I was like kind of stuck. I didn't know what to read next. So if you guys have any, like I love Outlander. I've read a lot, but let me know. 6 of Swords, definitely walking away. Something like a lot of mental. I see like a lot of mental stress in this situation. That's what this is. It just your mind obviously goes with you everywhere. So it's like, these types of situations can affect our whole lives because our brain is with us, stressing out and freaking out about stuff. And I feel like you're just exhausted. Like that may be what does it, where you're finally making this, I'm done, because you're just mentally exhausted. And that's what this card says. The 6 of Swords is moving from emotionally exhausting, mentally exhausting situations to smoother waters. And if you are in a situation where you're financially always on the edge, or maybe you're living outside your means, or you need to get a roommate, or you need to downsize, what was I going to say? And They must not have wanted me to say what I was going to say because it literally just my mind went completely blank. Well, you got some nice cards down here. It's like this hermit, it's you need time to just go inside and heal. This is a Virgo energy. Go inside, heal, figure out what's important to you, what you want. This is like your guiding. This is when you take your guiding light. Isn't was it, oh my god, I used to watch that. That was a soap opera. I have no idea if it exists anymore. But you go and you take all the how you were brought up, your cultural and societal rules and thoughts that were around you growing up and all the things you've learned in your life experience. But then at some point you have to go in, you get to a point in your life and maybe you're just having a real spiritual awakening, Gemini. You go inside and you're just like, is having that fancy car or the designer clothes, is that really what's going to make me happy? Is that most important? Is having this big job, is having this perfect cute guy or beautiful girl or whatever your thing is gonna make me happy? And you kind of have to go in and I feel like you're just doing a whole reassessment of like a little mini self life review and figuring out what's truly important to you and what really, and it may change. It may be like, I'm just thinking of one of my nieces. um she she's young, she's 20. But she just decided she didn't want stuff anymore. Like she used to get her nails done and she's just like, that's just not important to me. She's vegan, she's a minimalist, she's an outdoors person. She hiked the Appalachian Trail by herself at night when she was 19, the whole thing. And she just like, that was her hermit moment. And she really is like, um, that those are what the things that are important to her. And that's not, I mean, she has lots of friends that are like that, but she had to figure out what was important to her, not what society and outside things were telling her are important. You have the wish card. So by doing this aha moment and this shift you're thinking of making, these decisions, whatever you're finally sick of and done with, by making this move, it's like you're realizing you can create the life of your dreams. You just have to take control of yourself and the decisions you're making and how you're living your life, and you can make it the life of your dreams. But definitely getting away from people that just, you don't have to stay in situations that are just sucking the freaking life out of you. What's under here? A creative element. So you may be in a time when you're doing this, your little hermit retreat, and this could just be meditating 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes at night, or journaling, or going for walks, working on your car. My dad's having a stressful day. He likes to go out with his chainsaw and cut up fallen trees and get outside and get outdoors. And for him, that's as meditative as anything, whatever your thing is to do. I feel like then that could transfer into a money making. Maybe you're not happy with the job you're on. It's like you've just realized, like, man, I feel like it's kind of a big thing for you guys, Gemini. Like, man, I did everything. Maybe you've done everything right, and now you're just like, it's just not doing it for me. And you realize that maybe you've been looking for external validation, and you're realizing it has to come from within. And so it's making you reassess a lot of things. there's a full moon in this picture. So by the full moon, what did I say? It was September 14th this month. And then there's another new moon on the 28th. Maybe set some intentions. I'd like to do things like do some cord cutting. That just came up just on YouTube. Just Google, just look up cord cutting and you can, excuse me, find some meditations. But I also like to write down like your wishes, your dreams, your intentions, and around a full moon, and you can burn them or bury them or keep them out with a crystal, or just think about it in your head, whatever you're into. And really, but just the act of like writing something down or physically doing something makes that less of a passing thought, less of castles in the sky, and starts to bring it into reality. So I can see some of you, I don't know if you want to write, but I can see you writing, and it's time to just start getting it out on paper. This creative energy, it's a Piscean energy, and I believe that full moon's in Pisces. It's time to take it from that dreamy world and get it down on paper this month. Definitely. Time to take action, because we have this King of Wands here. So I feel like even though you may be doing this sort of retreating, it's going to be like an active retreat, like a writing retreat. Maybe that's what some of you need to do too, is protect some time. So again, even if it's 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at lunch, 10 minutes at night, blocking out little bits of time for you to get things out, get things in writing, set your intentions, make some sort of routine, get into a routine. All right, well, I feel like now I'm just babbling. So thank you, Gemini, for watching, and I'll see you at the next video. Take care.